Hey everyone, Jordan here. Today we're looking at a chair from ThunderX3, a sister company to Streamplify that offer a range of chairs and desks at various styles and price points. This is the Core Loft, an ergonomic chair that will also suit gamers with its blend of office and gamer styling. You can also get the Core Modern for a more luxurious look, or the Racer for something more like the traditional gamer chair aesthetic. The Core Loft I have here is available in two different colours, black and grey, of which the grey I'm looking at today. This chair comes in two boxes, the wheels, base, lift, screws and smaller parts in one box, and all of the fabric parts in the other. I like the way that they've done this, as it protects the fabric and also makes it more manageable, especially if you need to carry it upstairs into a flat or a small bedroom. Usually a single box can be very bulky, not to mention heavy, at around 25 to 30 kilos for a typical gaming chair. Mine also came with a 3-in-1 footrest, which can double as an armrest if you're using a controller, for example, and at the time of editing this video it seems that offer is still on, which is a nice little bonus. It's a fairly easy setup, and if you built a gaming chair before, a setup that will feel very familiar. Even with filming it took around 30 minutes, so it was very easy. I don't think I followed the instructions, as I've done a few of these chairs before, but I put the arms on first, then the bottom to the seat, screwed in the backrest plate, pressed in the wheels to the base, put in the lift, and then put the bottom of the chair on the seat, and then finally screwed in the chair into the bracket. Even the screws are very organised, so it's clear what goes into which. I didn't even need to use the instructions for that either. It's all very self-explanatory. So over to the desk for the remainder of the video. I filmed the setup of the chair in July, and I'm now filming this early November, so I've used it for a good 3 or 4 months and I've had plenty of time to think about what I like and dislike. First of all, let's talk about what this chair offers in comparison to others. I came from using a Noble Chairs Hero Black Edition, which is around 400, so rather high end. Then this chair is designed in a very different way, so that did take some time to get used to. With the Noble chairs, the lumbar support was in the way of just a loose cushion that you needed to place every time you sat down. No real way of keeping it there either. This lumbar support on the Core is a whole other beast. This is using the Core Ready 360 tech, which is a self-adjusting lumbar support for however and whichever angle you sit at. It also pivots as well, so the support remains even if you rotate in the chair. It's not stiff and locked either. Simply explained, it just moves with you. And also the back of the chair also moves all the time as well, and it can't lock, but more on that later. That's one adjustment that the chair offers. You can also slide the base forward and backwards, and then you can also adjust the angle as well. I really do like the angle adjustment. I use it quite a lot, especially when I need to zone into writing a script, for example. It also does make you sit up a little bit straighter as well. It's not so steep to the point where you feel like you're slipping, but it certainly does make you pay more attention. It could also be a good move to try and get in like the try-hard zone of your favourite competitive game as well. Last but not least, for seat controls, you've got the height adjustment, which is from 46 to 54 centimetres, then a maximum weight capacity of 150 kilos or 330 pounds. So for a bit of context, that's 7 pounds more than Kane weighed when he debuted in WWE in 1997. Basically, it can take a heavier person. That's what I'm trying to say. So moving on to the armrests, these are the 4D armrests, so you can move these back, forward, left, right, up and down, and also angle them, giving you lots of adjustment to find your optimal position. The padding on them is fairly good, but I found after a few months I can really bottom them out. There's plastic underneath if I rest my elbow on them, something that I couldn't do with the Noble chair, which is like a hard rubber. The stitching on the fabric is a point of excellence, and one that I wanted to take a quick second to mention. It's all very uniform, and it's been clear that time and attention has been put into it. After using this chair for several months, there are a few things that I think work really well, a couple of things that could be improved, and one thing missing that I think is really basic. Now, comfort wise, I found the Core to be an overall good. I use it for around 8 to 10 hours a day, and 2/3 into the day I'll start to move around a little bit. As the foam has been compressed for so long, it starts to feel a little bit hard. Thankfully it doesn't get to the point where I can't use it, it just becomes a little bit uncomfortable. That could just be where I'm a bit of a heavy boy though. The lumbar support is very good. I love how it moves with you. It offers good support, and it's also nice to not have to adjust every time I sit down like on the Noble chair. I would have like the ability to lock the backrest, because you can see it always moves. There's no way to lock it off. I do find that to be a little bit annoying. Seems to be something basic that it should have as well, but maybe others won't be bothered by it. Let me know what you think down in the comments box. Now the other thing I like to see is the option to adjust it more vertically. I do have scoliosis, and sometimes I like to try and sit up straight. I also know people that just like to sit up straight in general anyway. This chair just can't do it because it's not a normal adjustment. This is as steep as it can go. It could be that I'm also a little bit too tall for this chair. I'm 6'5", and ThunderX3 claimed the chair's good for up to 6'7" people, but I feel it would be better suited for say 6'2", 6'3", as then you'll fit the lumbar support properly. So it just could be that I'm just a little bit too tall for optimal use. Now, size aside, for the current asking price of $299, if you can deal with those little things that I mentioned, this is a fantastic chair and well worth that amount. I covered a £500 chair on the channel recently, and the Core just blows that away at £200 less as well. If you have any other questions about this chair, then please leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll leave the links for the chair in the description box below as well if you want to pick one up. Big thank you to ThunderX3 for sending it over for me to review. Get subscribed if you enjoyed this video, but not shot in the usual place. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.